Hey guys, I want to really quickly start this review by first and foremost expressing my personal deep sadness for the lives lost over in Manchester. Me going through what happened September 11, 2001, and being literally just a few feet away from the towers as it happened. I saw a lot of horrible things happen, many tears shed, and I had people that were close to me pass away. So this really hit me hard, and you guys in the UK have supported us so much over the last many years that I've been doing this, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I love you guys so much, and I'm very, very sorry, especially for the young kids that lost. The young kids that went to the concert just to have a good time, and it's horrible. So I just wanted to express to you guys that I love you over the UK. I thank you guys for loving us over here in the United States when we were going through our thing, and just know that myself and us here at OneWrestling.com, we stand with you, Manchester. We love you. Our prayers go out to you guys, and I'm very sorry. Well, well, well. It is I, the quintessential stud muffin, here to give you an eye-cast. What? Oh, that's not my gimmick. I'm sorry, Carl. Anyway, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Mark of the Master of the Battle Plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some Impact Wrestling today. Yes, Impact 5/25, 2017, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube, youtube.com/OneWrestling video for your Impact Wrestling report. We are on the road to Slammiversary, and ladies and gentlemen, I always want to welcome you guys here every single week. I always love to welcome you guys here every single week. Love the feedback, guys. Love the fact that you guys are here. And you know, a lot of people are not Impact Wrestling fans, but you know, you've reached out to me and tell me, hey, I just like the way you do reviews. So very cool. I appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Big Ray Show. Follow us on Twitter at One Wrestling, and of course the legendary Bill After at After One Wrestling. The rest of the OneWrestling.com Big Slam Nation fans. Now check this out, guys. We are, like I said, on the road to Slammiversary. About 2 weeks away. I'll probably be doing a prediction show here at OneWrestling.com, and I may be doing some stuff over with Yalla Infidels Bin Hameen over on the Impact Attack on Hacker Hameen Media. Over, check it out, guys. Hey, just type in Hacker Hameen, and you'll be able to find his podcast, all the cool stuff he does over there. Hameen's Hardcore Happy Hour, that's quadruple H. And anyway, listen, we have a lot of great stuff here. Kinda okay, Fabe, Bill After with the After Chaps. We have Travis Volts, who is now covering Raw. And I know, guys, Raw is kind of tough, guys, to listen to, or to watch, actually. You know, it's 3 hours long. So listen, if you want to know what's going on with Raw, instead of sitting down watching TV for 3 hours, hey, check out my man Travis, guys. He's fantastic. But let's jump right into the show. Listen, Bruce Prichard comes to the ring, and he is selling, well, basically what happened last week. And remember, I don't know if I had expressed this last week, but a couple of years ago, almost a decade ago, during the Yankees-Red Sox saga, Pedro Martinez was charged by Don Zimmer. Pedro Martinez would sidestep him and drop him face first into the turf, or into the grass, because it's Yankee Stadium. Now, this is what happened to Bruce Prichard, because, you know, Ethan Carter III, you know, was told to find some balls, and well, I guess he found them, and they were somewhere buried underneath the mat. Maybe Bruce Prichard was helping him find them. But anyway, he was really selling that. He came to the ring with a bodyguard. Actually, you got Big Brodus Clay, or aka Tyrus, who comes down with him. Calls out Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes to the ring, cuts a promo saying that he wants to know who he's going to beat up at Slammiversary this year. He is interrupted by Trouble EC3, Ethan Carter III. Ethan Carter III makes a little fun of Bruce Prichard for just a couple of moments, which is pretty funny, actually. And you know, he says that he's basically going to win a Slammiversary, and he will be the Impact Wrestling or the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. They still haven't changed that championship belt. Have no idea why they haven't done that yet. I think it's going to be happening somewhere around Slammiversary, hopefully. Magnus then comes and interrupts, and I got to be honest with you guys. Magnus, great. I think he's doing much better as a heel, but I'm getting a little tired of hearing him talk about the golden ticket, the golden ticket, the golden ticket. Stop it. Anyway. He lost his GFW title to El Patron Alberto Del Rio. Can you do that? Can you do that, guys, with your, or women? More guys, because, anyway, listen, because, you know, women love that. Anyway, he tells Ethan Carter III to shut his mouth for just 2 minutes, and then, well, sorry about your damn luck, because there's more talking, ladies and gentlemen, as Cowboy James Storm comes to the ring, interrupts, but he wants to fight right then and there. Bruce Prichard actually stops all the chaos because everything is going crazy in the ring. He says, look, there's going to be a three-way tonight to see who's going to be the #1 contender for the Impact Wrestling or the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But you cannot, and he's talking to each one of the three, cannot touch each other before them, because if you do, you are suspended indefinitely. So now we go backstage. We have Ethan Carter III backstage, and he cuts a promo saying that he is going to not only going to win tonight. He says he is crushing a beer bottle over the head of Cowboy James Storm. Will the real EC3 please stand up? It's kind of an Eminem reference. Now listen, man, we have Kongo Kong with Sienna and Laurel Van Ness versus KM and Kongo Kong with Sienna and Laurel Van Ness versus Mahabali Shera and Allie. Oh, no, he didn't fight Allie. Braxton Sutter, sorry. Mahabali Shera Braxton Sutter. I'm all over the place this morning. And again, guys, you know, usually I do these things from the offices of OneWrestling.com, but as Carl knows, and Carl always follows me around everywhere I go, what? No, not like a puppy. You know what I mean? It's like a work thing. Don't be so sensitive. Anyway, so here's the deal. they're renovating the office at OneWrestling.com, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot of these videos from my home office, and they're going to probably be up in the mornings after Impact. I'm going to do my best to do them, that night if I can, but, I got a lot to do, so it's what it is. This was a really good match, guys, in a way that I thought the fans were really into this. Mahabali Shera, again, they're trying to build this guy up because they are, in about 2 weeks, they're going to be going to India, guys, and this is going to be the first professional wrestling, major professional wrestling event, televised from India, United States-wise, So basically, first United States company going to be, that's going to be producing a show out of India. It's a pretty big deal. I know WWE just crowned their first Indian. He's really Canadian. His first Indian, their first Indian World Heavyweight Champion in Jinder Mahal, which I think is fantastic, and I'll get into that a little more during the Impact attack over with Ben Hameen. But I got to tell you something, man. This is going to be really, really interesting to see, how this show goes off. I know India is craving professional wrestling over there, and they're fantastic. I got a bunch of my views actually from India, Canada, all over the United States, but most India and Canada, and somewhat Mexico too. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm really looking forward to this. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into this match. We have Mahabali Shera goes for a power slam on Kongo Kong, and I like the fact that he wasn't able to pick him up, no matter how powerful Mahabali Shera is. If they're gonna try to put him over, I guess they would have him kind of lift him off of his feet, but no, he couldn't get him up. Kongo Kong way too big, and my partner Ben Hameen always says, when it's a big man, you do not go off his feet. He does not go off his feet. They made that mistake a couple of weeks ago with Fallah Bahh, where the guy was getting body slammed and just taken off his feet, and the guy's supposed to be like a mini version of Yokozuna. So that doesn't really work, but I like the way they really sold this guy as a giant. He's a huge guy, weird looking. He kind of looks like, you ever seen Monsters Inc.? The little monster gimmick with the big eye, with the long limbs. He kind of looks like that, but just bigger and look like he'd kick your ass. But anyway, we have Mahabali Shera. We're going to fast forward, by the way. Oh, and by the way, this was a 2-segment match. This match went on quite a bit longer than I thought it actually would. We have Shera, who's finally, after getting beaten up a little bit, finally able to tag Braxton Sutter, who trades blows back and forth with KM. He then hits a jumping neck breaker from the second rope, which actually was a really, really nice move. Shera is tagged back in after after he got a little rest on the apron there. They both knock down KM, but Kongo Kong runs into a clothesline, and Kongo Kong clotheslines both Mahabali Shera and Braxton Sutter. There's chaos all over the place at this point in juncture, and then Braxton Sutter starts fighting with KM. Starts fighting with KM outside the ring, I believe. Now, meanwhile, Laurel Van Ness is trying to kiss Mahabali Shera. Now, if this was Laurel Van Ness a couple of months ago, I would say, sign me up. This one, smelling like an open can of tuna fish that's been left in the trunk of your car for 6 months, not so much. But she is chased by the other two women who follow her into the ring. And then we have Allie, who does a beautiful crossbody on both women. And it was just, like I said, again, chaos all over the place. However, at this point in juncture, we have Kongo Kong, who actually from the outside hits a big headbutt on Braxton Sutter, who gets rolled up, and the tights were pulled very snugly by Cam for the 1, 2, 3. So the heels go over here. Now, what happened is after the match, we have the four men. They keep fighting. This spills onto the back, into the ring. LV and Sienna are getting ready to both double team up on Allie. Now, this is where everything goes a little weird. Rosemary shows up. And by the way, the face paint on Rosemary was awesome. She looked absolutely crazy. Now, we do know that Decay is no longer in Impact Wrestling. Joseph Park, it's really Abyss. Joseph Park is now, Abyss is nowhere to be found, but Joseph Park, his brother, is around. And, we have Rosemary shows up. And you think Rosemary is going to attack the heels, going to attack the babyface, but no, she attacks the heels, and she spits the green mist into the face of Sienna. Now, I want to really know what you guys think about having Rosemary. Now, Rosemary has been over with that Impact Wrestling crowd, whether she's a heel or babyface. Decay was always very popular, especially during the Billy Corrigan era when he was there for that short time. I'm curious. I'm curious to see where they're going with this and what they're going to be doing regarding having Rosemary. Is she going to be a babyface? Is she going to be a tweener? Or is she going to actually kind of... You think she's a babyface and then she's just going to turn on everybody and just, kind of be for self, as they say. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a whole lot of... it's going to be different. I think I think they should have kept her as a heel, but we don't have too many babyface knockouts right now. Right now, the heels are dominating. So you can go either way. The girl is popular enough. I mean, how many dark characters have turned into big time baby faces? One of the best examples, The Undertaker. Another good example is a guy like Mankind. How about Abyss? Abyss has been evil and good and evil. So, I mean, you can take a dark, evil character and turn him into a good guy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the fallen angel who kind of realizes that, you know, well, being a demon sucks, so let me try to, you know, make things right. Anyway, you ever seen that TV show Lucifer? It is really good. It is really good. Now me, you know, I'm putting, you know, what I believe aside, and I enjoy the show, man. It's kind of like, you know, the devil says, you know, man, I think I messed up. Maybe I'll try to fix things up. Anyway, really cool. We have Fallah Bahh, and speaking of Fallah Bahh, the mini, what I call the mini Yokozuna, and Mario Bokara versus the Veterans of War. Again, this is during the Global Wrestling Tournament, which, again, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know why the hell they're doing the whole GFW gimmick over in Impact Wrestling TV, but it is what it is. What I would have done is, and I know this sounds kind of crazy, if you want to have this thing, you know what, do like a small pay-per-view, cut the price in half, maybe like a $5 pay-per-view or something like that, and then have them do the tournament in one night, or maybe 2 nights, $5 each night, $10, boom, you're done. But, no, they're going to, you know, use Impact Wrestling TV for this time. So we have Fallah Bahh, who misses a big spear in the corner, and Mayweather is able to tag in Wilcox. By the way, Wilcox, that's a big dude, strong, very, very strong, showing a lot of his power. We have Walla, we have Waka Flocka, we have Walla. God damn it, I can't say the guy's name. Fallah Bahh. I'm just gonna call him Bahh. We have Bahh, who misses a spear in the corner. I said that already. He tags out. Bahh tags out. Wilcox unleashed punishment within the ring. We have Wilcox showing some power. Like I said, Wilcox really, really showing the fact that he was really, really strong. And the guy, I question it, because usually those big, overly muscular guys aren't that great in the ring. He's okay. Okay, I gotta see a little more of him. Anyway, we have Bahh, who tries to get involved. He was already tagged out, but he comes back in, and he is tossed outside by Mayweather, that formerly being Crimson, and Mayweather hits him with a big boot. Mayweather then tags back in his tag team partner, and they hit the double team finisher, which is basically a fireman's toss into a cutter, which is pretty cool. And we have VOW, who advances in the tournament. We have a backstage interview with Magnus, as he says that he's going to forget the oppression from Bruce Prichard. He's going to focus on the match, which he should have been doing the entire time. I don't know what the hell his problem is. It is what it is. And now we go on to the big-time announcers feud. Yes, the main event. Well, it's not the main event of the evening, but Josh Matthews comes to the ring, and he asks JB to join him. And he looks very sad, and, you know, the guy looks like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, you know, he starts apologizing, so on and so forth. And you see JB actually almost biting. Now, again, listen, guys, I'm not a big fan of the whole talking stuff, but again, they are building towards Slammiversary, and I thought this segment did okay for what it's worth. And JB, not as much as JB, Josh Matthews has been an absolute star here. Didn't know the kid had, I shouldn't call him kid, but didn't know the young man had so much charisma. You know, WWE, he was kind of a straight-laced guy, didn't really show much, didn't know he had it in him. But again, you know, you guys don't know, he is trained. He is trained by the WWE. If I'm correct, he is Al Snow trained, Taz trained, so on and so forth. So, you know, the kid knows what he's doing. And I bet you, I'm gonna freaking bet you guys that he's gonna surprise people when he gets in the ring at Slammiversary. But anyway, big surprise here for people that don't like spoilers, and apparently everybody just doesn't care anymore. They just want to read the spoilers, and they don't care about being surprised. And me personally, again, guys, I hate spoilers. I can't stand them. I personally like to just kind of figure out, you know, I mean, if you can, you know, if you remember Facebook, Twitter, social media, it's very difficult, but I do my best. If I hear somebody's going to show up, I just don't read into it too much. But so, you know, I think I enjoyed this segment probably a little more than a lot of people might have. Kind of, and I'll get into what I'm saying. But anyway, long story short, Joseph Park comes to the ring as JB and Josh Matthews about to shake hands. Joseph Park advises Josh Matthews, JB, not to shake Josh Matthews' hands. Well, Josh Matthews says, you know what? I was lying. You guys both suck. I don't want to be any of your friends. Anyway, so basically, Josh Matthews says, you know what? I want to fight you now. They want to fight. So it is what it is. You know, we have Joseph Park, who's getting ready to fight Josh Matthews in the ring, when all of a sudden, the sirens blare. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the return of the big bad booty daddy, Scott Steiner. I don't know what to think of this. I gotta be honest with you guys. He was wearing the leather jacket. Maybe he is not as muscular as he was before. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe he's going to go on a Triple H diet, if you know what I mean, before Slammiversary. I have absolutely no idea. But, you know, Jeremy Borash and Joseph Park just are shocked and scared, and they're running all over the place. And I'm just like, wow, you know, I mean, this guy has got to be like, what, pushing 50, I guess? And I don't know, man. I wasn't really... I mean, it's cool to see Big Papa Pump, but at the same time, and by the way, my allergies are kicking my ass right now. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that, I mean, you could have given this spot to somebody else, a young talent. You know, somebody, who the hell is out there that could have made a big impact, no pun intended, on this situation. But no, they bring it, and they bring in Big Papa Pump. I mean, he is a TNA, technically he's kind of a TNA legend, because the guy did come in at the right time and help that product when he was part of the main event mafia, so on and so forth. But I don't know, man. It just wasn't special. See, I don't know. Listen, guys, don't beat me up if you're a fan of Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. But I just thought this was kind of stupid, to be honest with you. And but I'm interested to see what happens. Scott Steiner finally gets his hands on Joseph Park, and he puts him in the absolute worst Steiner recliner I think I have ever freaking seen in my entire life. What am I talking about? Go back, check the video. It is the absolute worst. So I guess technically, I don't know who the hell goes over here. I don't know what it is. But anyway. We have a video package of Moose talking about the Grand Championship, so on and so forth. And then we have an Eli Drake dummy, interview by Mackenzie Mitchell. She asked him about the attack on Moose last week, and he says that he'd be, he should be asked about his mistreatment, so on and so forth. Moose tries to attack him while he's being interviewed, and Drake says if Moose wants a piece, put the championship on the line. Moose agrees. So next week we're gonna have next week's show is gonna be pretty damn good, guys. Go to ImpactWrestling.com and check it out. I think you're gonna be really, really well pleased. This was a decent show, but next week I think it's gonna be really excellent. Anyway, so we move on, and we have the semi-main event, which is Davey Richards and his wife, Angelina Love Richards now, versus Eddie Edwards and Alisha Edwards. And I was pleasantly surprised. How the hell is Eddie Edwards wrestling on his knee? I mean, the guy just got surgery a little while ago, and I know this is all pre-taped and stuff, but from the time he injured himself, I'm just shocked that he was back in the ring, and the guys carried the match. I mean, the boys carried the match. The girls did some stuff. Let me tell you something. Alicia is an animal. She's still green, but she has a lot of fire, a lot of desire. She's a live wire. Anyway, sorry, that was horrible. Please don't leave any negative comments about this stupid garbage. But anyway, garbage jokes. Before they even make it to the ring, they start fighting. They're beating the hell out of each other already. We have Angelina who jumps. We fast forward. We have Angelina who jumps Eddie Edwards from behind and is raking his eyes. While all this is happening, we have a 2-on-1 outside the ring. We have little Alicia who climbs the rope. And I'm like, no. And she does a hashtag dive from the top rope onto the floor, onto the two heels, taking them out. And as they go to commercial, guys, I want you guys to actually take a look at that, because you can see Eddie Edwards kind of like, smiling at her like, oh, you did a good job. I was very, very pleased. But anyway, we're going to fast forward again. We have Davey who locks on the figure 4 again on the injured knee of Eddie Edwards, and Angelina's, grabbing the arms, trying to give the leverage. I don't know, how does that actually work? Does it actually work? I don't know how pulling this way puts more pressure. I never understood that. Again, maybe I have to just suspend disbelief. But it is what it is. Now, we fast forward. We have Angelina Love who comes in, but Alicia is all over her. And I said all over her. She climbs the top rope and she tries for a diving splash, but she actually misses the diving splash, that being the wife of Eddie, what's her name? Alicia misses the diving splash or the diving cross body off the rope. And Angelina Love goes for a big boot, but she misses because, you have Alicia who sidesteps, rolls up the former multi-time knockouts champion for the 1-2-3. Ladies and gentlemen, Alicia goes over an Impact Wrestling legend in Angelina Love. Pretty cool. They were absolutely upset, that being Angelina Love and Eddie Edwards. And Davey Richards. But, well, heels up strong, right, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? Davey handcuffed Eddie Edwards to the rope, just like they did with his wife, and or more or less, as they held the wife down, he starts choking Eddie, screaming, "Why won't you die?" You don't see that on WWE TV anymore. Then Richards grabs a table. Davey sets it up, and Angelina Love powerbombs Alicia right through the table, making Eddie Edwards watch the whole thing. And I thought this was really, really well done, guys. Really good heel heat. Way to build it. And again, the girls, did their part. Angelina Love is a legend in Impact Wrestling. And this young lady, Alicia, she keeps on training. She's got a hell of a lot of charisma, a hell of a lot of fire, and a good spark to her. I think this girl can go a long way, guys. And she's got a great look. So anything is possible here in the land of Impact Wrestling. They play a little video with Rockstar Spud, who allegedly cut a promo saying that, look, he was supposed to show up this week on Impact Wrestling, but the doctor said no, so on and so forth, and he needs one more week. And so funny, his mom starts yelling at him, like asking him about stuff. I wasn't really paying attention to that. And he's like, "Mother, kayfabe, Mom, kayfabe." He's trying to cut a promo. He's trying to make a serious promo how he's going to be back, and he's freaking, in his mom's house. I mean, the guy makes good money. He should really get his own apartment. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Anyway. We have Ethan Carter III versus Magnus versus Cowboy James Storm for the right to fight Lashley at Slammiversary. And guys, I think it's supposed to be a three-way, I believe, at Slammiversary. It's going to be El Patron, whoever wins this match, and the champion, if I'm correct. Am I right? I don't know. We'll find out, but I think I'm pretty right. But we have Ethan Carter. Now, there's a lot to go over, guys, so I'm going to skip through a lot of stuff. We have Ethan Carter III and Magnus, who they start using the kendo stick on each other. Oh, by the way, this was a no disqualification match. They're beating the hell out of each other. There was kendo sticks. There were steel chairs. There was a spot in the match where I think Ethan Carter III's head goes right through a chair that was set up in the corner of the ring. I mean, they're beating the hell out of each other with kendo sticks. We have Ethan Carter III who hits Magnus by mistake, and then Magnus comes back later on in the match and he hits Ethan Carter, and all hell basically breaks loose. We're gonna really, really fast forward here. And by the way, Magnus hits Carter so hard that his kendo stick actually breaks. But we have Storm who grabs a chair and uses it on the back of Magnus, and then EC3, and then also EC3, excuse me. Then he sets up a garbage can over the crotch of Magnus, and well, you know what happens there. He uses a steel chair, and then boom goes the dynamite. We fast forward again. We have Carter on the floor at this point. We have Magnus. Let me see. We have Magnus who locks in the cloverleaf. Yes, he locks on the cloverleaf, and Bokara is able to break that up, hitting Magnus in the back with the chair. Soon after, we have a Tower of Doom spot, which is pretty cool. We have Ethan Carter III going to do a superplex on Cowboy James Storm, and Magnus actually reaches up from the bottom. Now, he's in a tree of woe, so it takes a lot of quote-unquote upper body strength to drop the other two, which was pretty cool. He pulls him down. I don't think I've ever seen that version of the Tower of Doom done before. Really, really well done, and it was really, really cool. What else we got here? Hey, we have Magnus who hits that horrible flying elbow drop, and apparently a lot of people like it. I think it's one of the worst elbow drops in the business. I don't like it at all. I don't think he should be doing it, but again, it's my opinion. And finally, we fast forward to the end of the match where we have Magnus who hits Storm with a big punch, and then Storm hits the last call super kick. He looks like he's about to get the pin, but no. Trouble. Ethan Carter III knees Cowboy James Storm, who flies outside the ring, and he steals the pin for the 1-2-3. So Ethan Carter III will be moving on to Slammiversary. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, man, this has been a crazy night of Impact Wrestling. Wasn't the best show overall, but it was a solid show. Every single week has been more or less a very, very solid shows building up to Slammiversary, guys. Again, if you want to see a Slammiversary review or a Slammiversary prediction show, I'm probably going to be doing something here. I'm definitely going to be doing something over with Ben Hameen over on his network. And again, guys, if you're looking for me, excuse me, over at WrestleZone, I will be there, I think, next week, depending on when you're watching this. I am recording this 5/26/2017. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I always say this. I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. And in the words of Bill Apter, I'll see you at the matches. And in the words of my brother Bill Schuyler, we'll see you down the road. Later, guys. I'll see you next week. Give me a follow on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Snapchat at Big Ray's Show. Peace.